Steven Universe is a show about family, accepting yourself for who you are, and embracing change. At the center of it all are the crystal gems.
Garnet, amethyst, and pearl, and Steven!
Garnet is the leader, calm, confident, and full of badass energy. She's all about love, strength, and seeing the bigger picture. I freaking love her. She's my favorite character on the show. What makes Garnet so special is who she really is. She's not just one gem, she's actually a fusion of two, Ruby and Sapphire. These two gems fell in love and decided to stay fused, not just as a way to be stronger, but as a way to live their life as their true selves. Sapphire is cool, collected, and focused on the future, while Ruby is fiery, passionate, and all about living in the moment. Together, they balance each other out, creating Garnet, someone who's not afraid to stand up for what's right and protect the people she loves. Her story is all about love and individuality. She shows that who you are isn't about fitting into some box. It's about embracing all of the pieces of yourself and letting them shine. And honestly, to me, in my opinion, that's what made Garnet a great leader. Amethyst, she's the wild card. Fun, messy, and totally unapologetic. She's proof that you don't have to be perfect to be amazing. Unlike the rest of the gems, well, besides Steven, Amethyst was created on Earth in a kindergarten, a place where gems were artificially grown. But she emerged late, smaller than expected, and not quite what she was quote unquote supposed to be. At first, that made her feel like she wasn't good enough, like she didn't measure up to the rest of the gems. I feel like Amethyst is a great addition to the Crystal Gems. She allows Steven to be a kid even when he's unable to. As she grew, she realized her size, her quirks, and even her imperfections made her unique. She's confident, carefree, and doesn't take herself too seriously. Sure, she can be chaotic, hella chaotic, but that's what makes her relatable and lovable. Then there's Pearl, who's like the mom of the group. She's graceful, a little uptight, and is still learning how to move on from the past. Pearl was created to serve, and for thousands of years, that's all she thought she was meant to do. But when she met Rose Quartz, everything changed. Rose saw Pearl's potential and encouraged her to break free from the rules of gym society. Pearl became fiercely loyal to Rose, even falling in love with her, though those feelings were never fully returned. Because of this, Pearl struggles with letting go of Rose in a life she thought they built together. She's constantly striving for perfection and order, but beneath all of that, she's vulnerable and full of emotion. Pearl proves that even when the past feels impossible to let go of, you can still move forward and create something beautiful. Then there's Steven, the heart of the Crystal Gems. He's a half gem, half human, and is trying to figure out where he fits in all of it. When Steven was born, Rose Quartz had to give up her physical form to bring him into the world, and leaving her gem and all of the responsibility that came with it behind. This left his dad, Greg, a regular human being, suddenly raising what's basically a mutant child. Like, imagine being a failed musician and then suddenly having to figure out how to handle a kid with magical powers. I guess there's no instruction manual for that, right? As Steven grows up, he starts to unlock his gem powers while also trying to live a normal human life. But this isn't easy when you're dealing with your mother's complicated legacy drama. Imagine having a ton of pressure to be something you're not even sure you want to be. Steven's journey is all about finding himself, embracing his humanity and his gem side, and proving that being kind, empathetic, and true to yourself is the greatest power of all. Pink Diamond and Rose Quartz are two sides of one very complicated coin, and their story is at the center of Steven Universe. Let's start with Pink Diamond. She was one of the rulers of the Gem Empire, a system that colonized planets and left nothing but destruction in its wake. But Pink, she was different. She didn't want to destroy the planets, she wanted to enjoy them. Earth fascinated her. It was alive, vibrant, and full of things gems didn't understand, like love and freedom. But no one in the Diamond Authority took it seriously. She was the youngest, the smallest, and honestly, the Diamonds babied the crap out of her. So what does Pink do? She rebels, but in the most dramatic way possible. She fakes her own death, shatters her Pink Diamond self, and becomes Rose Quartz, the leader of the rebellion. As Rose, she fights to protect Earth and its people, becoming a symbol of freedom and love for the Crystal Gems. She inspires loyalty, devotion, and let's be honest, a lot of messy feelings from those around her. But here's the thing, Rose wasn't perfect. She kept secrets, big ones, like, oh hey, I'm actually a diamond level type of secrets. She made choices that hurt people like Pearl, who was hopelessly devoted to her, or Bismuth, who she bubbled for being too extreme. I'm not gonna lie, Biz being bubbled is definitely understandable because she was hard to control. She needed to be bubbled until somebody found a dang leash. Even Steven had to bubble her. Sometimes she just did way too much. As for Pearl, Pink definitely forced her to hold on to a secret for thousands of years. Like, literally, she was holding it until after she died. Steven was 14 when he found out. And I feel like having this burden, she just needed to let it go. Really bad. And then there's the fallout of her having Steven. She gave up her physical form to bring him into the world, leaving him with her gym and all of the weight of her past decisions. Pink Diamond and Rose Quartz are one person, but they represent two very different ideas. The struggle to grow and change, and the messy, imperfect way those changes impact the people around you. She has a very complicated story about how complicated it is to be someone, to want to do better, and to leave something very meaningful behind. I really love these characters as a group. They even each other out. Even though they don't always get along, they still make a great group. The most iconic groups usually have that one person who don't take crap seriously, the person who takes things way too seriously, the level head, and the student. Which role do you think you would fit? Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and comment your favorite characters and opinions about them.